LP versus Zay. B. Ellis, you got the floor.
I ain't switching up. But Lord. Zay put on a clinic. It's like Zay could play 5 games in a day. He wasn't even tired at all. He executed the game plan perfectly, fellas. No troll. Like, I'm being dead ass now. Like, his drop off is like not there. Like, it's like the way he plays defensively and offensively is how he's going to play the entire of the game. And like I said earlier, LP's like this. He has ebbs and flows, and it's like he has peaks and valleys, and it's like I'm just wondering about the shot selection on some possessions. I think he went 4 for 10 from the free throw line, and like Zay is just chiseling the whole time consistently, and as a result, it's like you got to take that bump the whole time. Bro. 32. Somebody, please go. I'm lost for words.
I mean, there's a lot to this game. I feel like a lot of conversation that could be had about it, but Zay just reminded everyone that he's like top 2, like undisputed top 2, in my opinion. We agree on that? So I mean, yeah, I was just
undisputed top 3. Some people might sneak in Scoob still.
Yeah, Scoob's so that top 3 is locked basically.
Yeah,
because Scoob, that was incredible too. But yeah, I don't know. To me, Zay just like you said, B, he executed perfectly, attacked the legs. He finished. Well, he actually missed quite like more floaters and shots around the rim than he normally does, honestly. But he mixed it up with the triple threat 3. It was nothing new. It was more so just a reminder because he hasn't had like a super heavyweight matchup in a while. Or am I wrong there? When was his last
since Rob?
Since Rob. So that was really a reminder, I think. Great bounce back win. Incredible performance.
Man, just watching the game and watching how Zay started, I said, this is going to be a long one for LP, respectfully, because of the way Zay attacks. He attacks downhill. He attacks like nonstop. And then it got to the point where at the end of the game, LP started allowing Zay to shoot with no contest. I don't know if that was a strategy thing or that was a fatigue thing, but he did it like 3 straight times, and Zay was just like, okay. As if Zay couldn't shoot the ball. Those three balls, it was like 2 back-to-back. That's 6 points. Increasing the lead. Man, I don't know what the game plan was on LP's side, but on Zay's side, executed it very well. And also, I will say this, though. Watching the game, LP, when he slid his feet, he played phenomenal defense. He was swatting the ball, swiping the ball, but then he would go on the offensive end and just take some crazy 3 balls, like just consistently taking crazy 3 balls. So it was, I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, it was wild to me to see the type of shot attempts he was taking.
Yeah,
because he can he was able to get to the basket, and he kind of just stopped. I don't know.
I think what it is, bro, the way Zay was attacking his legs, and you take that bump 2 or 3 times in a possession, you may be good to get to 6 or 7 points. But once you get to that benchmark, and all of a sudden you stop him, and you go to check up, and you got the ball, and you feel how them legs are feeling, it's almost like, I bet. I'm gonna like, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like fatigue threes, you know? So to me, bro, one thing LP needs to do, he needs to get a faction. The thing I didn't like in the face-off is that he said I was training by myself. I've been getting myself right. These guys have cheat codes because Bruce, Zay, and Scoob are all working out together. Lat, Keon, Malik, Mike Bruce, all working out together. North Carolina faction, all working out together. He needs to get guys in, whether it's Mekhi Richard, whether it's Mike Harden's in Dallas, whether it's some faction in New Orleans that can push him and get him to the level that he needs to get to the same way they're doing in the DMV. He's not doing that right now. At the end of the day, they have the one-on-one experience to adjust, to know what really is 1v1 shape. They know all of that to a T. As a result, they have that advantage. LP needs to lock in on that side. And listen, I'll say this too. Ain't no more in shape excuses. Ain't no more in shape excuses. It's been a lot of big games. He's won some games. He's lost some games. But the in shape excuse, it's win or loss. He just lost this one. So
it is going to be tough for him to get another top 5 matchup. But I mean, I don't think it's going to happen right away. Like I said in the Nas vid, I would still like to see him and Nas match up because that's a matchup. I think that would be just for the community, trash talk wise and storyline wise. But I think for LP, it's like early question: where's his next matchup? Who is his next matchup? And if it's a pay per view, I know he's gonna get another pay per view. He brings ticket sales. He sells tickets. So it's like, but who is that matchup going to be against? Would it be against a guy who's been dominated in the Scar? Would it be? I don't know. I don't know what that looks like.
I mean, B brought up a guy before we went live in Keem.
I got 2 guys for you.
Oh, yeah.
You rematch Joseph Lewis in a series. Try to get a win there. Get your rep back a little bit, but Joseph is no slouch. We all know that. And then you play Keem on pay-per-view.
I'm not mad at that at all.
Keem, the way Keem looked today, the way he was moving and grooving. Joseph, too. It was a 2-point game.
Yeah.
That's a game. That's a chapter that LP needs to close in his 1v1 career with Joseph Lewis. And being that Keem beat Joseph slightly, you could run that with Keem on pay-per-view and start to build up your not trust with fans, but your rep with fans to be like, okay, LP's turning a corner specifically with those 2 guys because Keem is on the rise right now, bro. Keem is on the rise. Right. I think those need to be, and I like Scar too, though. I do like
Scar. Absolutely.
You know, he's been killing.
I love that game. But I think those 2 for me, the Scar game, I like as well.
Yeah, I think with the faction too, real quick, like with LP, he's coming off of like 5-on-5, and I don't think he's super. I can't speak for him. I don't know, but I think there's something with the factions, like you mentioned in Detroit, North Carolina. Like it doesn't only give you live reps against guys that play in the space, but it's kind of like all minds working together. Like the street stars, like that they have like a hive mind. Like they have the one-on-one game understood in a way to where you see a Zay to where he's capitalizing in huge ways off few possessions. Like you put your hand down twice, boom, 6 points. That's the difference in the game. So it's like it's that level of there's no room for margin of error in those games. And when we talk about the in shape thing, it's not, I don't think, just a physical thing. It could be mental, it could be physical, a mixture of both. But it's just a few possessions that you take off to where it's bang, 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 and the good players make you pay, and it's hard to recover from that. So it's just
the peaks and valleys in Lamar's game in one-on-one only, because there's no peaks and valleys in team setting at all. But in one-on-one only, with shot selection and having hand down, like you said, Millie, is the difference in a lot of his big games. It's the difference. And the only way I feel like he can get to that point is creating his own hive, bro. That genuinely is going to push him. Genuinely. Like, I don't care, like, if you like it or not, if you agree with it or not, we gonna get it. We got to go get it. It's got to be that mentality going forward, because I have no doubt in my mind, bro, the skill set is there. It's there. It's just the decision-making. Some off the court, but mainly on the court. He got to get that right a little bit. He has all the potential in the world to do that. Yeah.
I think this is his new floor. I hope he just learns from the games that he's playing, because like playing as A, where I mean, he could be the best player in the space, 1 or 2, whatever the case is. I've obviously had Nas 1 for a while, but like we know it's any given day, a lot of these guys, like a few of these guys can beat each other. So I still have a lot of faith in Lamar. I just think that it's going to take time to learn the one-on-one game to the extent that some of these other guys have, to not take off any possessions and things like that. But I'm not low on Lamar. I don't think of him any differently personally. What about you guys? Did you see anything new from him that like changed your mind in any way?
No, I think for me, it's more so like I said it in a recent reaction video. He is the most talented person in the space on the basketball court. But that doesn't always equate to being the best 1v1 player in the space. A lot of these guys are professional 1v1 players because they're really good at one thing and they're really good at game plans and they're really good at executing the space to their leisure, like in terms of like a Moon or a Zay. Like they are really good at knowing their game and doing exactly that, not straying away, trying new things. And I think it's just going to take time for LP to understand that, okay, I'm really fast to the bucket. I can get to the bucket whenever. I can utilize that. I don't always have to shoot a 30, 35 footer. I can utilize the mid range. I can mix it up. I think he was settling a lot. And early on, like he was settling and then he realized he can get to the bucket. He got to the bucket and then went right back to settling. But then also, like Bielsa saying, Zay was attacking his chest. So it was a lot today. But Zay had the game plan and didn't stray away from it. I just think for LP, the next thing would be to establish actual game plans because Nas, Scoob, Zay, Bruce, all these guys going into matchups have set game plans. And I think it's very, very important. But
that summed it all up right there. So honestly,
yeah.
I want to say this. Go ahead. So my bad.
No, I was going to say next for Zay, but you can say what you're going to say first.
I think we also have to take into account he's going, and listen, this is no excuse either. I think LP has inserted himself into that top 5 competition in terms of I want to see Scoob, Zay, Nas. Those are top 3 players in our sport. Top 5 players in our sport. I mean, you could go Nas, Zay, Scoob, if you want to go. I think it might be that at this point. I'm not going to give an order of a top 5, but yeah. I think maybe he needs to play Aladdin Davis, a Cam So Smooth. He needs to play a Hoodie Kale. He needs to play a King. He needs to play Joseph Lewis to build one-on-one reps. I'm not saying he's winning those games, by the way. I'm just saying he needs to build up a 1v1 resume. So in order, once you get back there, you've been through the ringer of seasoned vets in the sport.
Yeah.
That pushed you to the brink of potentially losing that game. But you going right to Zay and Nas and Scoob. Them brothers is so
yeah. I don't want to lose Rob's name in this too, just because he didn't play tonight. Like,
yeah, Rob's there. I
mean, he's up there and can beat
Moon as well.
Guys on any given night. Yeah, so
Moon as well.
Just definitely there's matchups. I'm just interested to see, like, just closing thoughts. I'm interested to see who Lamar plays next. I still have a lot of faith. I think Sel subbed it up well. Game plan, lock in on that. Stay as close to the game plan as you can for the entirety of the game. That's something in college that is really like Lamar knows scouting reports. Like you stick to the scouting report the whole 40 minutes. A lot of times you get good results. So I think that's what's next for Lamar. For Zay, I would love to see him play Nas. And I was just like incredibly impressed with his performance tonight. I mean, I already knew how good Zay was and everything, but I was just like, wow, like this dude is like, he's a monster, bro.
Relentless.
It was some of the best one-on-one basketball outside of the NBA that I think you can ask for. Like,
and I'm gonna be honest, bro. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see a Zay and Nas right away.
He did tell the community, hey, I'm going to do one for y'all, then I'm going to do one for... So I think the Eugene matchup, by the way, that storyline will get us through because that's an incredible storyline in itself. I mean, that'll wrap, the whole thing. We
can't wait to see that.
Bro, that's going to be incredible. But then, I mean, Zay, if Nas beats Eugene and then Zay wins one more, I mean, that's like the national championship of the year.
Nah, but Zay shouldn't have to win no more.
I agree. No. I agree. He should not have to. For me, he doesn't have to do. And he can sit on a couch for 6 months. For 6 years. And he earned that game. Like, not even earned that game. That game is inevitable.
And I ain't gonna hold you. If Nas plays Eugene, are you sure that's for you? Because that shit sound like it's for the community too.
Oh, sure.
Everybody want to see that.
Yeah. So, shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But I will say Nas is the A side in the Eugene game, respectfully. He would be the A side in the Zay game. But so what I'm saying is Zay doesn't have to play another pay-per-view game to get that matchup. I'm saying he earned the right to go ahead and get a shot at the #1 title. Granted, or bearing Nas beats Eugene. If Nas loses to Eugene, I still want to see Nas in Zay personally.
Yes.
But I know the community's gonna be like, he lost to Eugene, Zay gotta play Eugene. Or it's just, I'm like, no, we have to see Nas in Zay.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. Is he the A side?
On who?
Is Nas the A side?
That's kind of subjective. That's kind of subjective.
Okay. Well,
It's preferential.
Okay, it's contractual. Usually the A side will get paid more, right?
Yeah.
So if B and Millie are playing 1-on-1, B's getting paid $20K, Millie gets paid $10K. There's no subjectivity about that.
For sure.
Zay,
Yeah.
Zay,
But we don't know who would get paid more, though.
You said what?
We can assume who might get paid more.
No,
we don't know.
Exactly, and that's why I'm assuming Nas will be the A side.
All right, fair.
So I'm not saying
I'm
Nas has to just do this. Like, he could wait a little bit, but I think Zay doesn't have to play another game to get that matchup. Is what I'm saying.
I'll tell you what, though. A whole lot was about to change in the community tonight. If Scoob won, could you imagine? Like, it would have just been like the weird. I don't even know, bro.
It would have been
Scoob and Zay.
Marvel multiverse.
Street Stars 1 and 2. They would have had the top 2 spots locked. Oh my god.
I mean, we could play the hypothetical game for a minute or so.
Let's play for a minute.
Scoob
I couldn't figure out whether I was gonna have Scoob or Zay at 1. Because like
Scoob wins, Zay goes to 1, Scoob at 2. No.
Yes.
Zay goes to 1, Nas still at 2.
I think that would be the first true case of 1A, 1B.
Gab, don't you dare discredit my work.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, but hear me out.
No, but it would have been a 1A, 1B. Legit.
But hear me out though. There's only one person with the Zay win.
Right. Yeah, Rob has to be in the discussion.
So I'm like, okay, so Zay's, it's kind of like how if C4 Lat and Keon keep winning, it raises our stock, right? Zay keeps winning.
It raises Rob's stock. Yeah, I mean, that win continues to look incredible. Like that win he's the only person that's beat Zay.
In his hometown. So
like
if
Zay
happens to beat Nas, then what?
I mean, Rob needs to play he needs to play somebody because
rematch versus Scoop. ABC Crew. We go live every Monday and Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern. We'll see you guys there. Peace.